What's up, you guys? Shartimus Prime here, doing another Pacific Rim figure review on the NECA Toys Kaiju Scunner Deluxe figure. If you're trying to get this figure, you can get it at Big Bad Toy Store. Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. Big thanks to NECA Toys for making this review possible. I absolutely love what NECA's been doing with their Pacific Rim figures. I love Pacific Rim. Every time I get one of these figures, I gotta watch the movie again, man. Just absolutely love the movie. Anyway, it says Kaiju Scunner right there at the bottom, Pacific Rim right there at the top, and then there's the side of the package. We've got the classic clamshell thing going on right here. I like how it says Category 4 Kaiju. That's awesome. And then we have Leatherback, Deluxe Knife Head, Deluxe Trespasser. I've reviewed all of these except for Deluxe Axe Head, which is coming soon. Concept figure just on the back right there. Anyway, let's get to it and crack this thing open. So here's Scunner out of the packaging. I gotta say, I like this figure along with all the other NECA Pacific Rim figures. The only thing is that they did reuse the body mold from the knife head or the battle damaged knife head, and I feel like the legs are just a little out of proportion for the rest of the figure. They've added some padding right over here to bulk him up and to match his likeness from the movie. Just gotta give a 360 of Scunner right over here. Yeah, let's take a closer look. Now, aside from the issue with the legs, I really like the sculpt on this figure. I think this head sculpt is amazing. Look at these big kaiju bones. Male potency. But one thing I don't really like is that it looks like there's white coming through over here. It looks like this didn't get painted all the way. I like the teal color that they chose, but you could definitely see the white underneath that did not get painted. So that I can't say I'm extremely excited about, but I really like what they did right here on the inside of the mouth. You get a little bit of that kaiju blood right there on his tongue, and the teeth are painted really well. Again, there's some of the white. It's going through in and out, but the paint apps on the rest of the figure for the most part are really, really impressive. Like, I like this green over here. And looking right up here, you can see how that green comes in and out. It looks very amphibious. Eyes are painted yellow. They look good as well. You have this added section right over here that's made with a very pliable material, and it's very soft. Again, you can see the white coming through right there. I really like this brown paint. I like the shading right there going in the center. Looks like this isn't too bad. I like how these lines came out. Same thing over here. And these arms, we've seen these before. I did give him new hands, as you can see, compared to the battle damaged knife head. And these are very, very sharp. Very, very sharp. And the same thing with these little ones right over there. Nice green paint once again. I think this is very, very cool. And look at the rest of the legs. It should look all familiar, but like I said, I think the legs should have been a little bit bigger for this figure. They've added a bunch of pieces to the upper torso, but nothing was really added to the lower section. But they did change the tail and made sure that it did match this character properly. So here's looking at the back of the figure again. I really like the sculpting on the back of this. Looks very cool. Really dig it a lot. And then there's a tail again. Now, Scunner's head can move up just enough so you can get him into some swimming poses, which is really, really cool. I'm glad that they did that. You can rotate the head side to side, and you get a little bit of a pivot, side to side pivot like that. The jaw is articulated as I showed earlier. The arms can move upward. You could rotate them forward as well. He bends at the elbow only a little bit. He does rotate at the elbow. He has ball joints right here at the wrist. Scunner's little arms have a hinge so that they can move in and out, and you can rotate them. He has no elbow articulation, but he does have a ball joint right here on the little hand. He does have a diaphragm joint that rotates side to side. You can pivot and it crunches forward and back only a little. He does have hip joints that can move outward and they can move forward. He has rotation at the knee, also bends at the knee. Same kind of rotation right here with this ball jointed ankle, and then we do have a bendy wire inside the tail, which is great. I love the bendy wire. This being a deluxe figure, it stands 8 inches tall. And here's Scunner compared to the battle damaged knife head, and you can see that they're based off of the same body molds, and you can definitely see the new added piece right here to the upper torso section. Knife head still stands taller. And here he is next to the battle damaged Gypsy Danger, which they have a great fight in the movie. Here he is compared to all the other NECA Kaiju figures. Me too? No! Fine, and here he is next to the 7-inch Godzilla figure. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to get stands to make it look like this guy is swimming, but hey, I got it done. It looks pretty cool. I like this figure a lot. I have my complaints about the legs and then the white coming through the green paint, but overall, I really like the sculpt. I love what NECA is doing, and I totally recommend you get the figure, especially if you're trying to collect them all, which I am doing. Love Pacific Rim. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out NECA's Facebook page for the latest coming from NECA, and check out ToyNewsEye.com for the latest in action figure news. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to Articulated Comic Book Art.